Okay, so the first card you have you passed is the Sun. Absolutely beautiful card. Really nice. You've got some really, really nice cards here. So yeah, I'm seeing a big breakthrough, a really big breakthrough. I think it was something you were waiting for. If it hasn't happened in the past, it's absolutely going to happen at some time. This is what this is telling you. There's some breakthrough. This child's gone through this wall behind it and broken through to the other side. And now there's a big relief here. It feels like some kind of help has come to you. It's like, finally, I've got this support, I've got this help. It might be money because you've got all the pentacles here. Some kind of support. I don't think it was coming from a person. I'm not seeing that. It feels like, it actually feels a bit official to me. I don't know why that is. I'm just getting this really official feeling. It's because, yeah, again, it might be financial support, I think, but it might be some kind of practical help that's the equivalent of a certain amount of money or something like that. Because it's, I think for you to get this support, if you've got this, or if you're kind of hoping to get this, it means a lot to you practically, but it also means a lot to you emotionally, because I think you might have people around you, but I don't think you have all that much support around you, or you didn't at this time. Yeah, there's no real understanding here. There's not a lot of understanding around you. People don't understand what you actually need, if that makes sense. That's kind of the idea I'm getting in this card, or what I'm getting here. And I know this is a really positive card, and it is, because you've got this help. It's like this breakthrough. But I think you've been trying to get some kind of acknowledgement for a while, especially from people around you, friends, family, loved ones, people who should have been giving you that acknowledgement. You know, there's this feeling of, oh, why don't they understand? Why don't they understand what I'm going through? I've got all this responsibility. I've got everything. Everything's on my shoulders. Why don't they see this? And I have other things as well, and they just don't understand. That's the feeling you're getting, I think, from a lot of people around you. And I think you still have all these responsibilities as well. You still do, I think. But there's this, yeah, I'm really getting this feeling that people don't take what you're doing seriously, and maybe they don't take you seriously. Or maybe this is how this all feels to you, because I think you've been trying to get help or to explain things, talk to people, and they really don't quite understand. So I think this official thing that's come in, whatever this is, this help or this money or whatever this is, it's more than just the help, it's more than just the money, it's more than the thing. It's validation to you. This is validation. It's like, people don't want to validate me, they don't understand this thing or whatever this is. This validates me. This gives me validation. This says, I understand, I know you're going through this, or whatever it is. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. I hope that resonates with someone. If you are applying for something, if it is some kind of official help, whether that's government help, or what might be money, or it might be something like that. It might be money that's owed to you, that you need. It's very much needed. And it might be coming through a court system. Maybe that's what the official thing is, or something, some kind of official channel. If you are applying for that, or thinking about that, it is going to come in for you. It is, because that's what this card's telling me. It's this breakthrough. Yeah, this is all about relief. It's like, finally this has come in. I've got this freedom that comes with this. It's like, oh, I'm going to feel, I suddenly feel really, really free. I suddenly feel like I've got acknowledgement, I've got validation, and I have freedom. And that's how you're going to feel if you're not feeling like that already. That's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. I know I stumbled a little bit in this because I'm trying to kind of explain what I'm seeing. Okay, it's a little bit difficult because there's a few things. It could be, yeah, it could be money. It's some kind of official thing. And if it hasn't come in yet, it is going to. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so the next card you past the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, again, look at this. Help, giving and receiving, that's what this card's about. Again, money, might be money that's coming in if it hasn't already come in. This is what you deserve. this is something you deserve. I'm feeling that quite strongly. It's something you deserve. I'm seeing some kind of, because I keep on seeing this official thing, so I keep on seeing some kind of assessment, something like filling out forms. It's something like that. I think you had to do something like that, or you might be doing that now, and somebody else has to do something like that as well. Two people are trying to do something. They're filling out forms or something, you and someone else, or they're applying for something. It's something like that. I know that's very vague, but this is just, I just have to tell you what I'm seeing. But, you know, if you look at this card, one person's receiving and the other person isn't. Person, not person. I don't know why I'm saying crazy words. Yeah, so one person's receiving on the left-hand side. The one on the right isn't receiving anything. So it might be that someone owed you money, or they owed you something, and you're receiving, you're getting that back now, and they're not. Because sometimes this card's about unfairness, obviously. So if this is what's happening, somebody else thinks this is really unfair, or they're going to when you do receive this. That's what I'm seeing there. So if this resonates with you, or if it makes sense to you, because I know it's quite confusing, you might get some angriness coming from someone, some angry feedback. Because to me, this is fair. To me, this is something that you deserve. I'm getting that very, very strongly. You deserve this. But to someone else, it's going to feel the opposite. Now, again, I can't quite see where you are with this, whether you've received this or not, or what's happening, but just prepare yourself, because someone isn't happy, or they're not going to be, and they think it's really unfair. They're going to be quite angry if they're not already, and they're not a very reasonable person. So that shows me that you need to be aware that they might come after you, they might talk about you, they might do something. That's what I'm getting. So just be careful of that. I'm also getting this, I'm not quite sure exactly what this is about, but it feels like you're wary of talking to someone. Now, I don't know whether this isn't the same person, because I don't think you talk to that other person who owes you something, if that's what that's about. But this is a completely different person. I don't know whether they have something to do with them or not, but I'm just seeing you being very wary of what you have to say to someone. I think this is about family. I'm seeing family around this. It's like this is what I'm getting. It's like you almost said something to someone. You're talking to this person and you just about said something, and then you changed your mind. You said, oh, I can't say that. That's the kind of thing I'm getting. So if this makes sense to you, you're absolutely right to be careful of them. You're absolutely right to not say anything to them or around them. I know this reading looks like you're having issues with everyone. You're not. I'm just, if I see a warning, I have to tell you. So I'm just going to say. So with that other person, I'm seeing a warning. With this, I'm seeing a message telling you that you're doing the absolute right thing. If you're not talking to this person, or you're not giving things away to this person, it feels like they're waiting and watching for things for you to say. They're kind of looking out for things. So don't change how you're acting with them. Make sure you're doing the same thing. Don't reveal things to this person. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I know this is all very confusing so far. I'm trying my best to kind of articulate what I'm seeing. Okay, so the last card, this is actually quite a difficult read. I don't know why. The last card you have your past is the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, more Pentacles. So yeah, money, something material. It's going to come in at some time, if it hasn't already, or it's some kind of service or equivalent of that or something. And it's something official. That's what I keep on seeing. I'm seeing it again there. The other thing is, it feels like you've lost someone, actually. This is what I'm getting. It's like, it actually feels like you lost someone twice. It's the same person though. Very, very strange. You know what it's like? It's like you lost their mind, you lost their presence. They weren't present with you. And then you lost them after that. That's what I'm getting. and I think this happened some time ago, but I think you might have been thinking about this, because I think at this time of year, a lot of people look back on the year and they think, oh, remember when, or they look back over their lives even, and they think, oh, remember when this person did this to me? It felt really horrible. I'm still thinking about this, and is there something wrong with me? So if this is how you've been feeling, because I think this might be why this is coming up, because just know that it's not you. You're a very, very valuable person. You're a very valuable asset in love. And you're like this beautiful golden coin on this card. You're very valuable, so just remember that. But look at the way this knight's looking. He's not looking at the coin, he's looking over the coin. So I think that's how this relationship felt to you with this axe, with whatever this is. There's this feeling of being overlooked. Maybe you're overlooked, maybe you're even ignored. And I'm also getting this slowness, this stillness. So it feels like you're ignored by this person, or sidelined, or you looked over the top of. And you felt really horrible doing that, being ignored like that. It felt really horrible that this was happening to you. And I think you said something to them, and maybe they said they were going to change, but it took a long, long time, and they didn't change. They were standing still, just like this knight. So I think that all happened, and I think that really, really affected you, whatever this was. I think it was a while ago. I think you've moved on from them. But I think it's the feeling around this that you haven't quite moved on from, just having someone look straight through you or over your head. And I can understand why. I mean, that would really get to me as well if someone was doing that to me. And I think maybe this is what's happening in the Sun card. When people don't acknowledge you, or acknowledge what's happening to you, or realise how hard you're working, or what you have to deal with, I think it really gets to you, more than it normally would anyone else, because I think that might be triggering these old feelings of being overlooked. Again, this is quite a complicated thing I'm seeing here. I really hope that makes sense to someone. So, I don't want to look back over old things, but if you recognise yourself in this, that might be why you have this sort of disproportionate reaction to people not taking you seriously. And again, I totally understand, I understand how you feel. No one wants to feel as if they're not being taken seriously. Of course they don't. But if you're having trouble brushing those feelings off after a reasonable amount of time, that might be where that all comes from. It comes from this memory of this relationship with this person who looked over the top of you. And look at this beautiful, beautiful coin. You're the gold, you're the value. You are the beautiful gold coin, and the knight's looking over the top of you. He doesn't realise your value, but you know who you are. You need to recognise who you are. And, if people don't take you seriously, take yourself seriously. Realise that that's who you are. And if they don't take you seriously, don't take them seriously. But that's an Aries response, I know. But just recognise that that's who you are. Recognise that that is who you are. Doesn't matter whether people look at you in the face, in the head, in the toes, anywhere, or they look away from you. Doesn't matter. You know who you are and you see yourself. That's all you need to worry about. That's all you need to worry about. Okay, so the first card you have your present is the Page of Cups. So, really nice card. I'm getting a very good feeling from this. Very, very positive feeling. It's right next to the Sun card as well. I'm actually seeing a gift. There's a gift that's coming to you. It's a small gift. I'm seeing something very small. Someone's going to hand it to you personally. They're going to speak to you personally. There's a bit of meaning behind this gift, and I think there's, what it feels like? It feels like regret. It feels like an apology. It feels like someone's going to apologise to you. It feels like a peace offering. That's what it feels like. That's what I'm getting. So I think you've been through a few ups and downs with this person. There's a lot of wavy sea behind this man, behind this page. And there's definitely love around this, but I don't think this is an axe. I think this is someone who might have been your friend. Maybe they saw you as more than a friend at one time, or it might be a relationship that didn't actually get off the ground, because I'm not seeing a full relationship here. I think they wanted it to, but I don't think it did. I'm not sure why that is. But if you know who this is, if you can think about who this is, if that gives you a clue, they're absolutely coming in. They're coming in. The gift's coming in. And it really feels like light-hearted communication. I don't think they want to scare you. I don't think they are carrying around a lot of regret. But I think when they start to communicate with you again, they're not going to talk about anything that happened in the past. They're not going to talk about any big, heavy subjects with you. This is all very light-hearted, very happy. They absolutely don't want to scare you away. They don't want to go through that again and have you think, oh no, they're going through that, I don't want to talk to them. Very light-hearted, happy. So I don't know how you're going to react to this. I can't quite see what your feelings are, because I think your emotions are still kind of wrapped up in a lot of other things right now, because you've got a lot going on. But it's going to be a surprise. I'm seeing that. This is going to be a surprise. And yeah, very, very unexpected, very light-hearted, very happy. And all I can say is I'm getting a very positive feeling around this. It's not going to be creepy or strange or weird. It's going to be quite positive. So I'm getting that. So that's what I'm getting in that card. Okay, so the next card you have your presents, the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I think this has something to do with this money or this help, whatever I was seeing in the Sun card and the 6 of Pentacles, and they're right next door to each other. So, and also I'm looking at this in the Moon card, and I'm seeing that sequence. So I'm going to talk about them together. So yeah, I think with this help or this money that's coming in, I keep on getting this person that really, really, really feels as if they're losing out, and they feel as if it's not fair. I'm getting this is not fair, it's not fair. And they're looking at you, and this is how they're seeing you. They're seeing you like this woman in the 9 of Pentacles. They're looking at you and they're saying, this person has everything. That's not fair. That's what I'm getting. I'm not saying you're a woman. You could be a woman or a man. It doesn't matter. It's the character that they're seeing. They're seeing you as someone who has pretty much everything. Because this card can be about luxury. This is the woman who has everything, basically. Beautiful clothes. Maybe this is silk that she's wearing, kind of draping down. And she's got all this money around her. Grapes, fruit, everything you can think of. So obviously, they're seeing things the way that they want to see. They're seeing everything through this kind of filter of unfairness. And there's a lot of jealousy here. I'm not picking up any real unfairness here. I think this is very fair, but I think they see things as being very unfair. I'm surprised the Justice card isn't here, because this is very fair. This is a result that is supposed to happen. That's what I'm seeing. But yeah, they're really in their head about this, around this whole subject, or they're going to be. That's what the Moon card's about. I keep on getting, it's not fair, it's not fair. They might even be having dreams or even nightmares about this situation. I'd love to be able to say, oh, they'll calm down and they'll realise that this is fair and they'll go away quietly. But to be honest, I don't think they will. They might change eventually, but right now, I think all they can think about is this kind of perceived contrast between, where they think they are and where they think you are. So again, just be aware of this, because I keep on seeing this over and over again. There's a lot of upset around them. There's a lot of volatility around them with these two, with this dog and this wolf here, howling and not arguing and all that kind of thing. So they might gossip, they might say things. Just be aware of what they might do. Block them if you need to. Do what you have to do. Again, I can't quite see if you've had this help come in or not. I can't see where you are with this. But wherever you are, be aware of this person. They're very angry, they're envious, they think it's not fair. So just watch out, because it's the flip side. You've got this fantastic breakthrough that's coming in. Very good, very helpful, really fantastic for you. The flip side of that is this kind of jealous, unhappy person. So Just be aware of that once again. I keep on seeing it again and again and again. Okay, so the first card you have for your futures, the Hermit. So again, I've got two cards here that I think are telling me a similar thing. Keeping quiet, keeping to yourself. That's what I'm getting with this, the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So I'm going to talk about them together again here. So yeah, I think this is about you. I think this is about you kind of going into a kind of retreat. You're not going to be alone. I'm not seeing you being alone. I think you're going to have someone with you. It is going to feel a little bit isolated, but this isn't, it's not isolation in a bad way. I think this is very, very good actually. You and a loved one just retreating from the world a bit, retreating from all the drama. You're not afraid. I don't think you're afraid of this envious person. It's not about them and it's not about fear. It just feels like, you know, it just feels like, oh, I just want to pull the drawbridge up for a while. I just want to be peaceful. Just me, this other person, no one else. We're just going to enjoy our time. That's what I'm getting. You, someone else. I think this is someone you're caring for. I think this might be a child. I'm not sure about that, but it might be. And okay, this is the other thing I'm seeing in this card. I think there might have been some times, especially when, you know, you've been battling to get this help or whatever this is, you might have been thinking, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing by them? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Do they really see what I'm doing? This is what I want to have to tell you about this, or what I want to tell you about this, I should say. They look up to you. They see you as being extremely wise, like this Hermit. And they do appreciate you. They understand what you're doing. They might not be able to tell you that, but they understand. I've seen this before in your readings. And you're still questioning this, I think. And you do question yourself quite a lot. There's no need to do that. That's what I'm seeing here. You don't have to keep on questioning yourself. You're on the right path. That's what the Hermit's telling you. He's on his path. He's following the star. He's following the right way for him to go. You're following the right way. And whoever this is that you're taking care of, they know that. They know that you're doing the right thing. So I feel as if I have to tell you that. Someone needs to know that. Now, okay, I don't know if this is going to make sense to everyone, but this is what I saw as well about this person that you're taking care of. They might have been giving you, or they might be giving you, some kind of message or some kind of indication in some way that maybe they'd rather be somewhere else or with someone else. If that resonates with you, I know that's only going to be a few people or maybe even one person, I don't know. Just know you're the one. You're the one they want to be with. You're the one they look up to. And however they're acting or whatever gave you that impression, it feels to me like it was out of some kind of frustration or some kind of like quick frustrated thing they said or they did or something like that. That's what I'm getting there. So I have to say that because I want to make sure someone hears that. Someone needs to hear that message. Okay, so the last card you have for your future is the Two of Cups. Okay, so I've got this progression here because I've got the Page of Cups up there, and now down here I've got the Two of Cups. So it progresses from there to there. So this person who comes in with this gift, with this peace offering, they come to apologize, they come to talk to you. You might be under the impression that they just want to be your friend, because I think last time they were your friend, last time they spoke to you. But what I was seeing in the Page of Cups is they might have secretly wanted more with you. And this is confirming that for me. So when they come in, they might give you this gift, they might apologize, they're going to be very light-hearted and everything like that. But really, what they want is a relationship with you. And I think you're going to realize that. I think they're going to be a little bit more enthusiastic than you. That's what I'm seeing in this card. I can't quite see whether you'll warm up to them, whether you just want them as a friend, whether you don't want anything to do with them. I don't know. I am feeling a slight reluctance on your side, but I was feeling a lot of positivity in the Page of Cups. So it might just be a temporary thing. There might be a reason that there's some hesitation. It might be to do with something else around them. I don't know. But what I'm seeing here is they want to progress to some kind of relationship with you, some kind of love connection with you. That's what I'm seeing there.